Ginseng is the first adaptogenic herb that was called by that name. Prior to that, we had a great variety of different ways to talk about what herbs did, but they were more kind of medical terms. The Russians really wanted to get ahead in every way. They wanted to get ahead mentally, they wanted to get ahead physically, they wanted to get ahead with their culture and their industry. So they actually set up a commission to start studying what plants could help them get ahead in all of these ways. And they created a new term for those plants, and that term is adaptogen. Basically, at this point, we say that adaptogens help us to adapt. Adaptogens have to be herbs that don't push us in one direction or another. In other words, we can't take an herb that, say, lowers blood pressure and call it an adaptogen, but we can take an herb that lowers blood pressure and raises blood pressure depending on what the body needs, and that's an adaptogen. This is what ginseng does. Adaptogens are coming on strong now because they turn out to be the most important plants for anyone who has a diagnosis of cancer and is choosing chemotherapy, radiation, or surgery. Ginseng, for instance, increases the effectiveness of radiation, sometimes by a factor of 7, while protecting all of the normal cells. I myself have seen some pretty amazing things with people doing radiation treatments and taking ginseng on a daily basis. The question often comes up, how much ginseng, what kind of ginseng, how do I take it? And the answer is, you're fine with any and all of it, whether it's Chinese ginseng or American ginseng, whether you've made the tincture of ginseng yourself, whether it's forest grown, or whether you've gotten one of the increasingly rare wild ginsengs. Any ginseng taken in any dose. Usually herbalists start with about a dropper full as a daily dose, but you can take more if you want to. There's been a lot of silly things said about ginseng. One of the silliest things, and one of the things that I first read about it way back in the 60s, was that ginseng is a male plant and only men should take it. As I became more of a feminist and started researching that, I found that that was because the Chinese emperors wanted to have a tight hold on ginseng. And so they spread the word that it couldn't be used by women. Of course, ginseng can be used by any person, male, female, or whatever we want to call ourselves. Ginseng is a fabulous plant. It increases performance, it increases endurance, and it helps us get through the toughest times in our life. Adaptogen is a wonderful plant, and ginseng is the queen of adaptogens. If you haven't already become friends with ginseng, perhaps now is the time.